Hello. And welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good afternoon. I guess it's afternoon in some places.
In some places, it's good morning.
And good night some other places.
Is there any place where it's good morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that place, good morning.
Yes, welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships. We're happy to have you with us once again. I hope you're doing great. How was the weekend, or how is the weekend going? Because we're still in it.
But it's just that some of us have not had weekend yet.
And happy new month. It's April.
I mean, but I didn't do April Fool this year.
No. What we're doing this year is April Fool.
F-U-L-L.
Yes.
Loaded
goodness, full of mercy, full of love, full of grace, full of all of that. Meanwhile, Grace, thank you. You've been waiting. Thank you so much. You were here 8 on the dot. Thank you, Grace. Good evening. Hi, Debbie. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to the others. Hello to our Facebook friends. Thank you for joining us. Faith
says instead of April Fool, April Wise.
Yes, we'll be sharp in April.
But
sharp. No shaking in April.
Too much sharpness. And for some of us, maybe we'll get too much sauce.
Hi, Timora. Good evening. Welcome, everybody.
All right, welcome, everybody.
Okay. Yes.
What are we talking? Oh, Anita, hi. Anita, our Facebook friends are catching up. Come on.
Hey, Anita, you've joined us today. Thank you.
Thank you for
You're
coming.
welcome.
Thank you for coming. So as everybody, as more people just come in, we just roll with the show.
Let's check first. How many women are there compared to men?
No, wait now. So, but
no, because
we can't see all
I'm
of them.
thinking that.
No, wait, we can't see all of them. You cannot use that to start here.
Okay.
We can't see everybody. It's
all
just
right,
the one
so
that
last week.
It's the one that type that we can see. So because this matter that you are trying to talk about now is a continuation of what happened last week.
Yes.
Last week the men came here and they said their mind.
They scattered
the men said their mind, said it as it is. So this week, let me not talk too much.
What were they saying as it is? They were saying
they should go and watch the video. So on this channel, we will leave you the link for the video for last week.
Yeah.
You can watch it here. It's why are men not talking.
Yes, so they told us last week why they are not talking.
Watch the video. Go and
Very
press it.
interesting.
But while you're still here, if you're new on this channel, you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button.
Yes.
And do that immediately. And if you have friends or enemies that you think will be interested in these things we're talking about, please, there's the share button. Just click the share and share it to your friends, your enemies, your neighbors, your brothers, sisters, uncle, aunties, brothers, friends.
I see Ifeanyi Ogoli. Welcome to the show, Ifeanyi. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
So today we are moving to the other side of the spectrum.
Today
we are talking about, today it is time for women to talk. It's time for women to say what is going on here. And what's our topic? When women talk.
And why men should listen. You people will tell us.
Wait, you know the funny part? In you people's own, you said, why are men not talking? You said when.
Because women are always talking. It's a simple arithmetic. It's not complex mathematics. We are not, but women, they are always talking. But we want to hear why we should listen.
You're not little.
You're not. Do you want me to jump in, or you want to say something? Because
wait first. Panen, hi, Panen. Nice to have you on the show. He said, no, they select what to hear. Interesting.
Yes.
Hi, Panen, welcome. Okay, so, today is for the women. Let's start. So, since you guys say we are always talking, you just want to know why we are always talking.
No, it's not just why we are talking. We actually want to know why we should listen.
Okay, I'll tell you why
because people are always talking.
So, good morning, co-debaters. How do you put it? Members, Mr. Moderator, panel of judges, co-debaters, and members of the audience. I am here to propose to you the motion that women need to always talk. And men need to listen when women talk. For the following reasons.
Wow.
Number one. Let's start. Companionship. That's number one, no. And this is why men need to listen. Because when we talk, we're not just talking and blowing hot air, as they say. We are talking because we are trying to maintain companionship in the relationship. Okay. And why is this important? First of all, we have to gist now. Okay. When we gist, we talk, we catch up. What happened in your day? What were the highs and lows? What were the excitements, the disappointments, and so on? You talk about all of those things. And when you do, it just makes you feel closer to the person. You are building companionship. Okay.
Number one.
And this catch up is very important too. Because at least you get to know what's happening in that person's life, and they get to know what's happening in yours. And you guys keep abreast of the goings on in each other's lives. That way, there's no gap. And when there's no gap, it is the risk of people taking you guys for a ride reduces, right? Because there's no gap. So imagine somebody came to you and said, Mr. Bature, I want, I'm in need. Please give me 30,000 naira. And you said, oh, this is a serious need. Yes, I will give you 30,000 naira. And you did not tell me about it. And then the person now comes, oh, Mrs. Bature, please, I am in such a serious need. Please give me 30,000 naira. I'm like, I can't even imagine that this is happening to you. Okay, I give you 30,000 naira. The person has taken 60,000 naira from the same
collective
family.
Purse.
Because we did not talk.
Because we did not talk.
Yes.
So in other words, when men don't listen to women, the relationship is taken advantage of.
No, not it is taken advantage of. There's a risk because there are gaps. So anybody can come in and poke a hole because this person doesn't know this, or these people are not really talking. So I can come and lie here. Somebody said something to somebody to tell somebody, and then the person says, "Oh no, is this other person?" Like, the whole drama.
Okay.
So we need to catch up. Catch up is very important. Okay.
Number two.
Another thing is, so many of us are busy. You have your life. I have my life, in quotes. You have your business. I have my job. Some people have two busy jobs. Like the man is seriously busy, the woman is seriously busy, and they spend hours away. And then they come back home, they're tired, just a little time together, and then next thing everybody goes to bed. How do you feel like you're still a part of this person's life if you're not going with them where they are going? And you cannot for legitimate reasons. So when you talk, you catch up. And that way, by the time you tell me what happened, it's like I was there with you because you're painting the picture. I still feel like I was part of your day.
Okay.
You see now?
Okay, 2 points.
Yes, 2 points. Next.
I'm still coming, but we're also going to hear from other women, not only you.
Wait now. So another part is to build the relationship. And this is where, sometimes we start, when we start saying important things, by the time I tell you what this important thing is now, some guys will say, is that it? Clinton, hi. So sometimes we just want to communicate our love and affection. And sometimes we want to communicate our loyalty and devotion. And we also want to communicate our appreciation. I mean, sometimes you guys, many times you guys come through in different ways. You help, you encourage, you provide, you do a lot of things, and not just for the women, sometimes also for the children. And we want to appreciate you. So when we come and start saying, hey, you've been this, you've been that, we really appreciate you, but you actually should listen, because I mean, for the woman, she may feel like this is one good way she can give back, especially if she's not in a position to do certain other things, okay? But if she's able to give these words of affirmation and appreciation, and you listen, she feels there's a sense of fulfillment there, like, yes, I have also let this man know we appreciate him for all he's doing for the family. So please listen, because we are not wasting time. We really mean to to appreciate you for all the wonderful things that you do. Okay, so that's another one.
Okay, so that one you have said, you have said good points, Abi.
I'm not finished.
We can't let you finish because there are other women.
Okay, all right. So where are they?
There are other people that have something to say.
Are they around?
Jimoski has already asked one critical question. You know the way they do this debate. You will bring your points. After you bring your points, then somebody else will now bring his own points. Then you will now come back, and then you will now come back and now counteract the points. So let us go. Jumoski says, Mr. Bature, did she talk from the beginning when you guys started the journey. It depends on the talk that you're talking about. Because if it is talking, the ratio of talking guy to women, maybe it's like 3:1 or 4:1 or 5:1.
Well, it depends now.
No,
there are
but,
some really quiet women.
But their ratio is very small. So, but now the question that I want to ask, and my own panel of judges and co-debaters something. There's a question I want to ask. Please, everybody that was there, everybody that is on the line, one quick question. Did Brother Will slap Brother Chris by himself, or was it Sister Jada that caused it? So this is on the matter of whether we should actually listen to the women, or whether we should listen to the women. Was it Brother Chris that slapped Sister Jada, Brother Will that slapped Brother Chris? Did he slap them by himself, or was it Sister Jada that made him to slap Brother Chris?
Wait. Should I answer the question?
No, I don't want you to answer. I want them to answer me. Let the people answer me. Let the people answer me. I want to know. And you know, no.
Okay, so Debbie, we can see that you are what's that? Current.
Yeah, you are very current.
On matters that have arisen.
Yes, on matters arising. Yes.
This one rose and then fell.
It rose and fell. Because on these issues, brothers, on these issues of listening to women, they have a lot to say, no doubt. But somebody said something. What's his name? Fanen. Amoka, he says, no, they select what to hear. So that brothers, because women always talk, the brothers have gotten very good at selecting what to hear. Because if you select what you hear, you will not be slapping everybody up and down. You will not be slapping everybody up and down.
So in people's dictionary now, it is women that cause the slap. Meanwhile, from where anyway, it's not as if I was.
No, say your own. No, say your own. From where you were, what happened?
From where I was, and from what I saw in the little clip,
in the little that you saw,
in the frame that was shared with the rest of the world.
Okay.
I didn't quite see somebody telling anybody to do something. I just saw that somebody got up and did something.
Okay, so let's in the same vein. This is my second point, brothers. In the same vein, was it Adam that ate the apple by himself, or was it Eve that told him, bros, go and eat apple? No, on the matter of whether we should listen to the woman. Oh yeah, talk.
So that's where you want to go.
No. I'm just. It's an example.
It's an example.
If you know example, you pass mathematics.
Yes. On this case of talking, it looks like a very good example. But in the case of stewardship, it is a very bad example.
I don't know what stewardship is. You have brought English. But today,
because we're not, because somebody will say, where was Adam when the devil was convincing Eve?
We don't care. Should Adam listen to Eve? That's what we want to hear. The most you say love made him to slap Chris. My brother. So was it love that told him to slap her, or he slapped her or he slapped Chris by himself? No, we're talking about why men should listen. If you are saying why men should listen,
let's see. Sunday says after the man finishes laughing, you look at the woman's face.
Thank you, Sunday. Brother Will was laughing at the joke initially. He was laughing. All of a sudden, he turned to look Sister Jada, and Sister Jada gave him the look.
But she did not say anything. She was not talking.
Oh, that look was a sentence. It's up to him to. Did he listen? Is the listening that got us to where we are now?
Non-verbal communication.
That look was a sentence. When somebody on Facebook responded to this.
Tomorrow says, my thinking is still thinking.
Somebody responded to this on WhatsApp. It was on WhatsApp. Look at what you said.
So we need to remove the other one. So it says, after Jada caused Will Smith to slap Chris Rock.
We no listen again. You should do one on the undue influence women hold over men. A case study in slaps. My brother, you are not too far. You are not too far. In fact, In fact, somebody responded to this post and said, that women should listen to men.
Men should listen to women.
That men should listen to women. That what will cannot slap does not exist. You say what? That's the conclusion.
Oh my goodness.
That's the conclusion of the matter.
I'm not even going there.
So
can I continue with these few points of mine? Wait. Where's our guest though?
Oh, it's our guest. It's our guest on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, we hear she's here.
Okay. Yes, we want to hear from a lady who is going to give us her point of view live. Okay, so Anietie, you are welcome to this show.
Hey, are you on? Are you there? We can't hear her volume.
Hi, Anietie. Are you saying anything?
Are you saying anything?
Let's see.
Guys online, can you hear her? We can't hear her.
Let's see if it's from here or if it's.
We can't hear her. We can't hear her. Can you give me volume on the screen? Okay, I think.
Okay, so we'll try that again.
We'll try her again when she comes.
So while we're waiting for her,
yeah,
I will continue with my points.
Okay, so Udo says they can't hear her.
Okay, so we'll wait for her.
The expression from her said everything, and he understood
the body language.
So it means that when women talk, so that's another point that is there. That when women talk, it's not only mouth they use. They don't use only mouth. They use mouth. They use the look.
Oh my goodness!
Once they give you the look.
It's the same way mothers can use look to tell their children what to do and what not to do.
So Will Smith was like, until just saw the look. Don't fight.
Very interesting. Okay, so let's see. Faith is also in the studio.
Faith is in the studio.
Let's see if we can get Faith.
Okay, Faith, please just speak so that we can hear.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Great.
Good evening.
Nice to have you
Thank
here.
You so much
for
this opportunity.
Okay, so go ahead, Faith.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so what I'll say will just be brief. Can we hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, okay, so I feel like we're talking about why a man should listen to his woman, right? Because of course we already established the fact that women are always talking. Yeah, we always have something to say, you know. So I feel like one of the biggest reasons a man should listen to his woman is because we naturally, but as in according to God's plan, we are there to help the man, right? That was why God made us come into his life in the first place. And how can I help you when I don't know what is going on in your head? And one of the ways I can know what's going on in your head is by talking to you and you too talking back to me and, you know, letting me in and knowing how far. And so I feel like when we talk to each other, we're able to share each other's dreams. Like, I'm able to know your idea. I'm able to know your, what's that word now? Your, I've forgotten that word. Like your dream, your vision for the family.
Your vision.
Because I know when God puts a marriage together, he's trying to achieve something, and most of the time it is the man that owns the vision. So my talking to you is one of the ways I can come into it too and also help you. Remember that God says that one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000, right? It means if two of us come together, we will do better, we will achieve more. They said they have a godly reward for their labor. We will do more than if only you. So assuming me, I'm in your life now, and I don't know what's up with you because we are not talking. How do two of us work together to achieve and, you know, to gain more than that we are supposed to individually, you know? on our own. So that's one of the big reasons. Like, I need to give you good advice because I feel like if I talk to you more, you make better decisions. That's why I'm there in the first place. So
Yay, welcome.
that's my take.
Thank you so much, Faith.
Good
Yay,
point.
Oh,
did
yes,
you
yes,
hear?
very good point. Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Faith.
you very
That's
much.
fantastic. And really, she made a
All
point.
right,
And yes, I
bye.
saw that. I saw that. Bye, Faith.
Bye.
And I saw that greeting from my cousin Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from the US. So somewhere better. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Faith talked about the fact that women are supposed to be helpers to their husbands. Yes. So if you are married to someone, you are looking to help the person, you a part of you helping, or for you to be able to help, you have to communicate. And of course, that means you have to talk, you have to ask questions, you have to seek to understand their vision and so on.
So can guys say, can we then say, since you are here to help, we are just saying, since you are here to help, is it okay to say that women can talk? And then guys will select the help that they need inside the talk.
Thank God for your life today. You know why I'm saying thank God for your life today?
Why?
Because I was thinking that you will go to one extreme like that and say that since we are here to help, the help people need
It's silence.
is that we should stop talking.
That may be some people's help.
Thank God you didn't go there.
I'm being considerate because it's
Oh, my
Women's Day.
goodness.
It's Women's Day. So
We're doing extension of the month.
of
Okay.
the Women's Month.
Okay. All right. So yes, thank you so much, Faith. That was really good. So please, guys, take note. We are trying to help.
They are trying to
We're
help.
not looking for trouble. We're trying to help.
They are not looking for ammunition. You know, last week they said ammunition that.
Yes. We're not looking for where to attack. We're looking for where to support. Okay. So all right. So now the next. I can see some feedback to Faith's comment. Tomorrow says, Faith, that's a nice comment. Some women use the helping power to instigate.
Oh my goodness.
So see, guys, I will encourage you. Please just have an open mind.
Open mind.
Yes,
let's
have an open mind.
Let's have an open mind. We are helping. Yeah.
Have an open mind. So don't just assume that. I like the fact anyway, tomorrow, that you said some women, not all. And I would really like everybody to pay attention, as in focus on that some, because we're not saying that all women are fantastic communicators, and we're not saying that all women are perfect in how they try to offer help.
The guys they are talking.
Yes, but we're saying before we read that, just for me, but we're saying that women are there to help. So don't just blanket, and say all of us are wahala, please.
No, he said some.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that some is very important. Thank you for putting it there. Okay, so Sunday Udo says women always want to help, so it makes them talk and give advice on everything. Yes, which is fantastic.
But Bobby, I didn't want to douse this thing, but I just want to help you from a guy's perspective, so that you guys can understand
that you don't like advice.
We don't need advice on everything. That's the problem. So it's not that the advice is that we don't need advice on everything.
You need advice on some things.
Some things you just leave it. Just hear and leave it. Don't advise.
So how do we solve this one? Because as long as so there's the part where we feel, we have an idea, we have a suggestion, we have a recommendation, we saw somebody handle it like this in the other place and so on, and we want to share. Is there a place where you people allow us to just share, and then you decide which you are going to take and which you aren't going to take, okay? Or if it is that kind of situation where you are really in a place where you don't even want to hear. In fact, why don't you want to hear tell me why people don't want to hear the advice?
I just told you now, we don't need advice on everything. If you want us to talk, like we said last week that men should talk, then we are going to talk. But when we talk, it's not everything that is worrying us.
That you want
that we want advice on. Sometimes.
So maybe when ladies, so maybe our strategy will be, when you're talking and you know he finishes sharing, you can now say, okay, is this one
Do you want advice on
or
this
not?
one? We can now say, okay, let me hear what you are saying.
Uh-huh.
And then when they say that one, we can now say, okay, your advice is noted. I don't want.
And then if you say
But
you don't
see,
want at all,
but you see, if the guy now says I don't want advice, it will cause problem. If the guy say don't share advice, it will cause problem.
so maybe people will go back to finance position,
Which is what?
which is select what you are listening to.
So, but we should not let that
Just
talk.
allow us talk.
Let's
just say what we want to say, so that it will not be, because we were thinking this particular advice you didn't allow me share might just be the solution
to the problem. but okay, so we'll allow you share.
Hey, Jimoski.
You say women like to be heard when they talk. Do we want to go there?
We actually like to be heard, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, and you know, sometimes guys will zone out, and the interesting thing is, when people zone out, we know. And some of you will be saying, I'm hearing. Like some people that are sitting near me here, they will say, I'm listening to you, I'm listening to you. Then I'll say, what's the last thing I said? And then maybe he'll remember the last 3 words and not remember the whole sentence or something. Then I'll say, Or sometimes I'll just...
But sometimes I used to remember very well.
Sometimes.
I used to remember very well.
And by the way, ladies, please.
But when you are coming to advise me when I'm watching ball.
Wait. Now that's what I was just about to say. I was just about to say, ladies, please.
So can it be my fault?
If it happens that your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance or whatever likes football, please don't bring anything of importance
when they are watching ball,
because it's not going to work.
When they are watching ball,
it's not going to work. They'll be saying, I'm listening to you. If they're very nice and kind,
like me,
they will act as if they are listening to you. But even the people that are nice and kind, on a bad day, the response might be very corrosive. So please, just when it's time for football, if you are not a football lover yourself, in which case you people sit down and both talk about football, then please, either you just go and mind your business somewhere else, or bring your earpiece and be listening to music or something sharp. But that's not the time for discussion, and that's not the time for advice, and that's not the time for talking about how much school fees is left to pay. Those things don't work during football. and please don't feel bad when you're ignored during football. There's a certain kind of wiring. I'm not quite sure how it works, that after they've told you I love you more than everything in the world, you are the best thing after fried rice, and so on, when they finish saying all of those things, football will just come, and then you will now say, were they lying?
No, it's not lie. It's just
that it's a different box.
It's a different box.
Yes, so it's just that they are not, the women and football are not in the same box.
It's a different box. It's a different box.
Okay.
So,
all right. So can I continue my speech now?
Okay.
So another thing is bigger picture. Okay. So this issue of bigger picture, you can always do better when you have more information, more relevant information. Okay. So if you are on your own and it's just you're trying to attack an issue, solve a problem, and all you can see is what you see, you're not getting the best, because if you listen to another person's perspective or opinions or views or their own body of knowledge on the subject, you may actually find that you have a bigger picture. So that's part of what women try to do, because this thing is about, you're married, you're a team, or you're in a relationship together, you're still working towards something else, you're still a team, right? And then you're trying to solve a problem, and maybe the guy is the one that is leading the effort. But if you just leave him to do it by himself, you may just feel like, hey, this guy doesn't have all the information.
Okay, Bambi, wait
now. And if he doesn't have all the information, then he doesn't have the full picture, the bigger picture. So you're trying to, it's part of helping. Faith, you see, this matter of helping. Okay, I am here.
Okay, so guys, I hope you can see what's going on when they say women women should listen. I've listened.
I was trying to finish the thoughts now, so I won't forget.
I've listened, and I'm so. It's not as if we can't hear when women talk about the matter. We actually listen sometimes. It's not. We don't only listen to ourselves. We also listen to our guys. In joint. We listen to guys in joint. And so we listen. Do you understand? So there are other points of view that happen.
So
when we
get, okay, so you get other points, but we will look at those points of view as external factors.
So are you saying now?
Yes.
Should we vote? Are you saying now? So what percentage of external listening from our guys should we listen to versus from the women in our life?
It's not the versus. It's bring the whole thing now. You know that sometimes, even after the two of you talk, you can decide that, hey, it's as if we need to find out more on this matter. You go and ask your friends, or ask my friends, or ask your colleagues, or ask my colleagues, or ask your mentors, or ask my mentors. Then we bring back all the information. So really, women are trying to help. I can see Timora quoting scripture. What's going on? It says, still on women, do we know it's mothers that do panel of judges most times? In their sons' relationship.
Oh boy, that table,
you are trying
shaking.
to extrapolate this to include what mothers are saying. Tomorrow,
this table you are shaking.
You are your own. We're not going there.
I don't know. Dimoski, this question direct to Mrs. Bature. Who talks more in a relationship? They are directing it to you.
He's directing it to me. It depends. That's my answer. My answer is it depends. Because
what?
Wait now.
Okay.
I've seen some women. I don't know why but they are not the talkative type. As in, they don't talk, right? So you have to even try to find out what's going on. And in some of those cases, the guys now start complaining. I don't know what's on your mind. Do you expect me to read your mind? Just tell me. And she's like, So it depends. Sometimes you find guys who just love to hear the sound of their voice, as in they just like how rich the tone of their voice is. So they just want to keep talking.
Okay. In this relationship.
In
this relationship.
Which relationship?
This one, Nabi.
That's not his question. He's asking about a relationship. It's not talking
about. Who talks more in a relationship?
It's not talking about the two of us.
Okay.
But even the two of us, it will be difficult to say.
Really? Really? You want us to go there? Please, for those of you that have not shared, please share the link, share, like, comment, subscribe, share it, just share it as we enter the next level of the conversation. When women talk, why men should listen. I'm picking some points, so it's just that I'm trying to also let the women also see our side so that this equation can balance and we can deal with conviction. See what somebody said on what we quoted the last time. Somebody said, this person is sick. How did Jada cause Will to slap Chris? Anything to blame women. Rubbish person. Any men listening to women, head of the family, they listen to neck. Hey!
In fact, I don't even know which angle, because this the way this guy framed that his comment. I'm not even quite sure where he's going.
He's hitting different sides.
It's coming, yes. So
coming from different angles.
Let's just
just
appreciate his comment.
No. Just appreciate. He's saying that should the head that carries the ear be listening to the neck that doesn't have ear.
Hey, this qualification of head and neck.
That thing has been causing problems since 1960. Do you understand? Because
that sometimes that is nice and it's very. It depends on
the application, the context,
how you share it.
Right.
Especially when they say that the head cannot look a certain way if the neck does not turn.
You're right.
In times like that, women feel very powerful. But when somebody now comes and tells you that they can't be listening to somebody that does not have ear, it doesn't sound very nice anymore.
Women, this is Sunday coming. He said, women know the talking is either from the place of love, fear, or concern, and motherly instinct. I agree. But it can be difficult knowing which is which. My brother, that's the cocoa.
This affects the quality
of attention
And the response the lady receives.
receives. My brother, this thing you have said is very valid.
I agree.
And it brings me to one other point. This thing you have said is very valid. It brings me to one other point. You see, that point is the point that we use and round up the panel of judges. Let the panel of judges decide. You see, when women talk, they need to help us understand
where we're coming
which
from.
Is which.
So I have to tell you.
Wait. People need to understand. You have to let us understand which is which. Because there are sometimes when they are saying something and they say, I don't want to do it. They say, I don't want to do this thing again. You say, okay, don't do again. And you go and find your own way and do it. It becomes problem. And when it becomes problem, you ask, why is this thing a problem? But you say you don't want to do again. And then they will say, did you ask me any further? Did you try to find out why I didn't want to do? So it's almost as if they are saying no, and they are saying yes. And
like a trap or something.
And you are not, I don't even know that it's trap. It is that they are speaking from two sides of the mouth. So sometimes as a guy, you're not even sure what you should be responding to, which is why what Sunday has said is very valid. So in this, all these things we've been talking about, when women talk and when men talk, it's all about communication, isn't it?
Yes.
So you have to help us.
So maybe we should tell you, like, emotionally speaking, so. And then logically speaking, so and so.
Even that one now, you're confusing me.
Spiritually speaking. So that you know where we're coming from. Faith, I see your feeling.
Faith.
Oh my goodness. This is interesting. She thinks I'm the one who talks more in the relationship, but she feels.
She feels like the one that talks more. But I mean, if we should take a vote on it, my mind is telling me that you're the one.
No, I think it's you.
No. I can't even take that honor upon myself. I can't receive that award on myself. But these things are true because, and even when we talk about ladies, women talk. They talk. They say a lot of things. But I have come to understand when dealing with people, even when dealing with my staff, that it is not the multitude of words that translates to the volume of understanding. Oh my goodness! Let me say it again. The multitude of words does not translate to quality of understanding. I mean, I'm wise sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm telling you. This is. But isn't that the truth? But the multitude. Yeah. Because women talk, they say so many things, but they think that in saying so many things, we need to hear. Oh, no. Guys need to listen. Yes, guys need to listen, but we need to hear.
But there's also a place where you say, even though I know that this might be a problem in some places, unless both of you have an understanding, right? And when it comes to marriage, for instance, and you're in it for the long term, you have so many years ahead. You better start now to be telling people when they need to summarize things or cut it short and so on. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So if I'm talking and you have a problem in this house, if I am talking too much and he doesn't have time, he either I have a meeting at so time, or I'm preparing to go out, or this story is getting too long. Can you
can you summarize?
Yes. So I also do the same to him. So it's 1-1. That sometimes he's really you say he will say he doesn't talk, but when he's passionate about something, like if you just make mistake and start talking about Nigeria, or some other things, or you now mistakenly quote one Bible passage and say, what are your thoughts on the matter? Hey! 1 hour. So, and this one you say, I didn't say 1 hour, I said 1 hour. For emphasis. So, in times like that, I have to say,
can you round up to the nearest number?
And so on. So
we're really trying to bring Esiaka back because there's, I think she has something she wants to really.
Okay, so let's see.
No, but she's not.
She's gone out again.
She's not in the studio.
Yeah. So another thing that ladies communicate about. And I know that some people will say, this is a problem. But yeah, it's a fact. You need to know, because it's both ways. Women seek to help, but women sometimes also need help. Okay. And in our social construct, in quotes, in our culture, right, that a lot of help is actually expected to come from the men to the women. Okay. You may have adjusted how things run in your own home and so on, but bottom line is, nobody's an island. Everybody needs help. So from time to time, your wife will need help, your girlfriend will need help from you, and the help can be anything. It can be that she just needs a shoulder to cry on. It can be that she needs someone to listen to how terrible her day was. It can be that she needs somebody to, yes, to celebrate with her, to hear her rejoice over an accomplishment and so on. It can be that she has an anxiety of something that is coming. Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
I just want to wrap this up.
Okay.
It can be that she has concerns about, or a fear and anxiety over something that she sees coming, and she needs to tell you about it so that hopefully you guys can fix it together. Or if it's something you can just handle by herself, you just go ahead and do it. So there's room for her to express those concerns and cares. And yes, Anietie, welcome to the show.
Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? If your network is not so good, you can just do voice. We'll be fine. We just really want to get your perspective. We really want to get your perspective. Are you speaking? Just say hello. Oh, we lost her again. We lost her
again. Okay, so I guess
KJ. So women say a lot, but women are just listening to get the main point in the multitude of talks.
Very soon we'll start doing headline communication. So in fact, I think.
Baby, come on, headline communication.
It's true
come
now,
on now.
Because he said the main point. Is that not headline?
No, it's not.
So it's just to say, okay, what do you have
That's the same
time
thing Timora is saying. It's a multitude of words, no be sense.
So why can't we just do the headline communication? In which case, I will come and say, or the ladies will come and say, I have something to tell you. What are you ready for, or what would you prefer? Headline or details?
you know. See, Baby, truly.
You people will be very happy.
We will be ecstatic. As in, we will be. You come and say, okay, I have gist. This is the title. Do you want headline or do you want this thing? Once from the title, we can tell whether we want headline or we will just give you this one. See, our communication. We will have a very fantastic communication.
Then I'll just tell you headlines. Something like I'm traveling. Full stop.
No. That one we have to have the communication. No. We'll ask for the body of the head. we'll ask for the body of the head. Travel bow.
Okay, so when you hear the headline, you will now decide whether you
want to hear the body or not. But that's actually a very interesting communication technique, that you can have with your better half, to say, okay, we have to talk. We have to talk.
You don't slap somebody.
Do you want
because I know that right now slap is just floating
around. It's just going everywhere. And it's not only happening abroad, though. Even here, Bianca and things. It's just this slap is because somebody even asked whether Brother Will visited Niger and collected some slapping anointing. But it's okay. Please don't slap anybody. But I hear you. I hear you. Some of the talk can be annoying. But is who they are. Women are who they are.
Are you saying we are annoying?
You see, can you see how this thing is changing? Are we together here, guys?
I'm asking a question. I'm seeking clarification.
So you actually want me to answer that question honestly? So, guys, please, somebody help me here. Will I have a bed to sleep this night if I answer that question?
Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is so funny. Okay, all right, you don't need to answer it.
Thank you. Headline communication, channel news. Debbie, you don't know. This may save somebody's relationship, right? This may save somebody's relationship. Yeah. They just need headline
versus detail.
You give me, you tell me the headline. Headline. I'm traveling. That kind of one. We want to get the body of the detail.
So we now do the details. Okay.
Or
if I come and say
headline, somebody vexed me at work. I say, oh, sorry, that's okay.
Meanwhile, I have held the anger since, and now I want to come to the house and tell you. Can you imagine? And vent. I want to vent, and then you now tell me headline. That one, me, I will insist details. I will just try and do summary for you, but at least you must feel the emotion. You must feel the emotion.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so Sunday says, Anietie, how do you respond when your wife tells you to go brush your teeth and at the same time tells you not to brush your teeth as if your teeth fell into the gutter? That's the
even me, I'm speechless.
Tells you to go brush your teeth,
and
at the same time tells you not to brush your teeth as if your teeth fell into the gutter. In other words, she's saying brush the teeth, but do not brush them as if they are very dirty, as in that, so you're not gonna spend so much time. In other words, just brush the teeth, but you know.
But this is the kind of thing I'm saying, that it's a communication something.
So maybe we should now convert the second. Maybe ask her to put a timing to it, because this second part, which is supposed to be a guide, is too qualitative rather than quantitative.
That is, but you are saying.
So she should tell you like 5 minutes finish singing. Mary has a little lamp 2 times.
So you see this question, Brother Sunday, Uncle Sunday, this question you ask is the issue of the matter, because the communication has to be clear. You guys need to help us. You know that when you talk the talk, so that we can make it clear. It can be clear to us what you are really saying to us. And so we have left one strategy. This is also another strategy. You know, the strategy of and this thing.
Of exactly what I'm saying.
Yes. So we have.
So like now that I asked you if you meant that women are annoying, and you kind of said you didn't mean, or you refused to answer, or you withdrew the statement, or whatever what your response was there.
Yes.
So we can always clarify. So like sometimes when I finish saying something and I've just spoken freely, and then I notice that somebody's mood has changed.
No, it's not the mood, it's the face.
Okay. The face has changed, which normally is an indication that the mood has changed, but in this case he says it's not. Okay. So we now have to come and say, did I say something wrong?
Oh no. You know, when the face changes, we will tell you why the face changed.
No. But sometimes, anyway, I don't know. If I believe that there's sometimes that people want it, for emphasis, let it sink in. Just know that the face isn't quite straight right now. It has to be something somewhere. So you now have to come and say, did I say something wrong? Is it something I did?
But that is the whole idea of communication. Because
so we get the clarification.
The thing is, for women, sometimes I said women are like computer. Sometimes, computer gives you error. Error 1011.
No, 404.
Error 404. If you don't know what it means, it won't tell you. So sometimes women, when there is a problem, you just see the mood has changed. If you don't know what it is, they won't tell you. So brothers, you have to find a way to know what it is.
Find out exactly what the cocoa is.
For example, if the moment my wife calls me Mr. Bature, oh boy, see Google, my head just does Google search. Bam, bam, bam. In the last 1 week, what are the things? Bang, 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 bang. I've calculated and I've done analysis. I've checked. Okay. I think I should be fine. Okay, I should be okay. So let me engage the conversation. Okay, so what? So when it's not Bobby or Honey or this, but when they call Mr. Bature. So brothers, you have to be able to decode. You have to know when to engage the conversation or when to stay.
But sometimes Mr. Bature is official now, like when we are in public or something, and I need to call you, and I come and shouting, darling, honey, After all, there are many honeys in the place. There are so many women who call their husbands honey.
Are you sure?
So in that case, you need to go straight to this part of the clarity. Mr. Bature, it's time to go home.
Well, that may be the intent, but in this marriage, this is going to how many years? 15, ba? Going to 15 years.
Bumi says you have to. Hi, Bumi. Thanks for joining. She says you have to troubleshoot
the error.
Yes.
That is very. So that's what we have been doing in the past 2 weeks. Communication. We have been talking about communication, but we've just been using different things to express it. And we are hoping that you're getting. That's right. And we hope that you're getting the point.
Wait,
you know.
KJ has a question.
What's the question?
I'm asking for a friend.
Your girl talks a lot,
but
you can't seem to get the point. 8 out of 10 times. Is she speaking in Yoruba and you're understanding in English?
Well, this is my question. And she's your girl. As in, she's not your wife here, she's your girl.
Your girl, your babe.
So that
your
means
chick.
the things that people are even talking about are not the weightier matters. So if now that we're still doing lightweight, you cannot understand 8 out of 10. Is it when we're talking about school fees and in-laws and family planning and how to raise money for the next project and how to make sure the landlord doesn't kick you out of the house? Is that the time that understanding will come? My brother, look well, though. Maybe just look where it looks like a very big problem.
But what
out of 10 is
what I would say to you is, bros, 8 out of 10 is significant.
Yes, and especially when it's lightweight stuff.
And this is on lightweight matters. Somebody say buy sellotape. No, he's asking for a friend. No, he's asking for a friend.
Sellotape and do what?
If she's talking now, you can't understand it. You just use sellotape and he's asking for a friend. But like, let me answer to that person on a more serious note. 8 out of 10 is significant, right? So it means that there is a divide. There is a big gap. As in, you guys are not on the same page. In fact, 8 out of 10 almost feels like you guys are not speaking the same language. So even though you guys may be talking in English, but you are not speaking the same language. You are talking in English. One person is understanding in Yoruba. One person is understanding in Arabic. There's no communication going on there. So for the benefit, in your best interest, I think you guys should give yourself some space. Since you have not put a ring on it, give yourself some space and then find how to communicate with each other, because a relationship is not happening right now.
Communication is so important. Okay, so yes, so we have Grace. Grace is in the studio.
We have Grace, but we can't bring her in. Connection. Our connection is
we just lost her.
It's not working.
Okay, so we hope for better network for our people next week. But yes, so it's important. Please check. And sometimes people, for other reasons, try to force things. You try to just nurture and nurse and try to just keep going when you can see that some things are not working. If it's already a problem before you get married, seriously, after the marriage, when other things come, other very serious matters come, and you don't want to always need a third party. That's the problem with when the two of you cannot successfully communicate and come to a resolution. You always need third party. Your matter will always be.
You need somebody to translate to both of you.
You now go. I'm saying this. You're saying this, and then you now go to somebody, and then maybe the person will now tell you something like, "Hey, you guys are saying the same thing now." You said, "No, but this one, no, but that one." You need to be able to communicate well between the two of you, disagree, discuss, oppose and propose, and then at the end come to a resolution. Be able to arrive at a compromise, at a middle ground, something, or sometimes not even a middle ground, but somebody has given superior argument.
You need to come to a position.
And you guys move to a position that is not middle ground.
You just
but
need
at
to
least
a position
you are all
that
in
both
agreement.
of you agree on.
Yes.
Jimoski says, I think women should talk. It makes them feel important, but they should talk when it's needed. That's where the
Jimoski is
matter
always
is.
looking for trouble.
That's where the matter is.
Jimoski, you know, I'm sure he's one of the people that they used to say after school.
We go block you.
Catch you.
We go block you. You know, they should also know when to talk and when not to talk. Don't talk when I'm not in the mood. We have said something like that about like when. Imagine coming to have a serious conversation
when you're watching football.
When I'm watching ball, and it's not just I'm watching ball; it's that I'm watching Arsenal and they are probably losing. That's when you now bring a serious matter, and you're expecting me to give my undivided
or sometimes not even football. It could be that there's a major thing that the guy has to handle the next day, maybe something at work, and he just needs to be in a certain
frame
mental
of mind. Exactly.
So that different. So and that's part of caring and loving. Be able to read those moods, and if you can't read it, just ask: is this a good time? Person says no. Okay, let me know when it's a good time, and so on. Unless it's an emergency, then you have to say, hey, it's an emergency. We need to talk about this now. In which case, you go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think it's very vital. As you know, as we begin to bring the show to a close, as we begin to round up, it's vital that this issue of communication, right, is very critical, very, very critical. In fact, I think I remember at the time that we were before we got married, right? We used to spend hours talking.
Your own is not hours.
It's hours in Ghanaian tongue. We used to spend hours talking, as in, you know, and we used to say, there was a book we read, and one of the chapters was the best thing to do with your mouth in a relationship is talk. So we had to talk from sense to nonsense and back to sense, so that we talk around the issues until we understand each other and know that, okay, we are saying the same thing. Because the truth is, this communication is not just about who speak English fast. Because sometimes you can be saying honey and the person is hearing monkey. And it's not that the person hates you. It's just that in the frame of mind where they are, the ability to interpret what you are saying has been compromised by the state of their mind. But that is sounded sharp.
So it's like that wearing a certain screen on net or something that doesn't allow the communication to be pure anymore by the time it passes it.
Because it's possible the environment that the woman is at the same time at that time, the environment that the woman is at that time can taint or color the conversation that she's having with you. Do you understand? The same thing goes for the guys, right? So we need to be able to hear each other, help each other. You know, sometimes I tell you the truth. Sometimes when we are talking, by the time I say the first or second sentence, and she gives me a paragraph, I pause. I'm a very sharp guy. I'm telling you, I'm a very, very sharp guy. By the time she gives me the response, I pause. And as I pause, it's not that I don't have something to say. That's not it. It is that I need to now analyze this response. Is it a product of the state of the heart, of the state of the mind, or a product of the present conditioning of the person? Do you understand? By the time I now analyze and I see, okay, it is one kind. I will say, okay, but we'll just turn it to play. Let's leave this conversation.
Somebody cannot even play with
Somebody cannot even play with you. You have already turned it to rock. Somebody cannot play with you, you know.
And sometimes, actually, by the time you make the first statement and you see the reaction, you may just need to just stop, shut it down, come back later. Because it may just be, like you said, the state of mind. Okay, so time to go. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This has been fantastic. Thanks.
I wanted to try to catch up on some of the comments.
Thanks for all the comments.
Have we taken all the comments?
Yes, we have. Thanks, okay. Bumi, for joining. Bumi is from Revelations, and she joined us today. Thank you so much, Bumi.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And Amarachi and Grace. We could not bring you in.
Yes.
I guess the network over there. We'll try again next week.
Yes.
And on this matter that we have been discussing for the past 2 weeks, communication, very key, very vital, very important. In fact, somebody even said says that communication is like the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. If the blood is tainted, the person has leukemia, the relationship will not survive, right? But if the blood is pure, even if there are other factors that may be affecting the person, the relationship has a fighting chance. So that's how I'll sign out.
All right, guys.
Week.
Thank you so much. Remember, common sense is not so common.
Grace. Let's take Grace comment before I say bye. So when women talk is because they want to be intentional about the relationship. Why men should listen is because all the women are trying to do is make them more organized men. Thank you, Grace. And that's us signing out. That's us signing out and saying we love you guys. Thank you for always coming with us and hanging out with us on Saturday. My director is telling me that they have to go.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. I'm feeling you guys keep it up. Thank you and bye. Just to worship you. Just to worship you. Just to worship you. It's all I wanna do. Just to worship you. Just to worship you. Just to worship you. It's all I wanna do.